Hi, hello, Wiley students. Today we're going to be working on you creating a virtual flip book from the bird that you made last week during the Charley Harper lesson. Now here's an example of a completed virtual flip book that I made with the little chickadee that I put together last week. So if you can go to slide and, or actually go to your view and present mode. Once you're done with your digital flip book, you're going to see a little animation that you create. So I'm just using the arrow key on my keyboard and scrolling forward, and I can make my little bird fly away. Now, how I did that is by duplicating the slides and moving the bird just a little bit every time I made a new slide. So let me show you how to do that. So here I have a flamingo that I started, and I'd like to make some things happen for him. Maybe he can move, or maybe he can walk around, or maybe a little fish might appear down at his feet. So if you want to move the entire drawing, you can highlight the whole thing. But before you do that, you're going to have to duplicate the picture. So go to slide, duplicate slide, and then that'll create a copy of your first slide. So the first slide is your beginning, and then you can start to move things around and change them up a little bit. So for the second slide, if you click outside of your bird and highlight around the entire thing, then every shape that's in your collage will be highlighted, and you can scooch it over just a little bit. So we're going to move him here, and then I'm going to click off of him, and I'm going to click back onto his legs because I want to rotate his legs just a little bit. So I can move that one forward. Sometimes these are a little tricky. If you put something where you don't want it, just hit the back button. It'll put it back where it originally was. And I'm going to move this one like that. All right, and then the next slide, duplicate it. And then I'm going to move them back. Oh wait, before I do, I have to move the whole flamingo. So I'm going to move him forward just a little bit, and then grab each leg and move it one by one. Like that. And then you can see that the little adjustments create a little bit of animation. You can animate the bird, or you can animate things that are happening around the bird. You can use, like if I wanted to make something appear, maybe I could take a shape like this. And if this were the water behind my bird, I could add a little fish peeking out of the water. So I can add a fishy color. Here's a light blue. And then I could add eyes and a face to that, and continue so on. So play around with this tool. Remember, it's slide, duplicate, slide, and then make a small adjustment each time you duplicate. When I was working on my chickadee, I had well over 10 slides. It doesn't take a long time to do them, but you do have to put a little bit of the time in to move them around and get them to do things. So, and as far as the background goes, if you want to change the background like I did here, you can do a color background. I think the gradients look quite nice, and that's one of the choices. There's solid, there's gradient, and here's all some of the colors. You can also choose an image. If you choose an image, try to choose a stock photo and try to make it something that's a cartoon and not somebody else's copyrighted picture. Like you wouldn't want to put Garfield back there, or, you know, Fortnite or whatever. Instead, choose something that is more of a generic background that's free use. And don't choose a photograph, because a photograph has so many details, it's going to take attention away from your bird. It would have to be something very simple. But honestly, to feature your bird, and make it the star of the show. A plain background that's a color is your best bet, or just plain white is fine too. So keep playing around with it. Make several slides. Like I said, I have 18 slides to get through this entire movement where the bird kind of flies away and disappears. And then when you're done, you'll be able to submit it on Canvas by linking your slideshow there. All right, have a great time. Happy creating, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.